now. But first I need to make sure that I actually am, because sometimes it does take a little bit for other platforms to actually start getting a grasp of things. So let me just make sure that things are actually going as they're supposed to. And okay, it looks like my Twitch stream is going through already. Let me check for my YouTube stream, because I am supposed to be streaming to both at the same time right now. Oh yeah, it says that I am live actually. Okay, let me actually quiet that thing down. Hello? Oh, hello. Hi. Yo, YT stream. Hello. Corey PK, thank you for jumping in. Abby, hello. Thank you for stopping by. And welcome to the Tech Summit experience. Or I should say just the live stream. So right now I am streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So I'm going to be communicating with all of you at the same time. The chat's going to be showing up here on the side, which, I mean, cool. Everyone's going to get to see it at the same time. So this time when I respond to anybody, people are going to know who I'm responding to. So, you know, that's pretty cool. And FYI, this live stream is sponsored by Restream.io. Hence why I'm using this wonderful overlay here. It is a very simplistic one, but it is one that works just as well as any other relay. And yeah, I have to thank the folks over at Restream for doing this. I'm going to show you guys how to go about managing a Restream stream. You know, like how to set everything up shortly, of course, since I do have the ability of sharing my screen here. And then after we go over that, I'm going to be answering whatever questions you guys may have, and I'd be more than happy to help out in any way. But of course, no Tech Summit stream is a Tech Summit stream without some Coca-Cola or a Sprite. It depends on the night, really. But it's Saturday night, so I'm going to side with Coca-Cola. And I did actually end up starting earlier, since I did say that I was going to start at 8. And I started, what, like 4 minutes ago, I think? A bit of an awkward time, so I do apologize for that. But how is everybody doing, nonetheless? I'm also going to be waiting for more people to start jumping in, as it usually is the case after a little bit. Notifications have not been the best when it comes to Twitch, at least. Like, some viewers have actually reported that people's usernames do not show up at the top. Whenever they get notified, it's only like the title of it. Finally, did you drink today? No, actually, I did not. The goods were missing, so unfortunately, I was stuck with just Coca-Cola. But that's okay. I love Coca-Cola. You should have come, though. We were playing Super Smash Bros. After recording the podcast, and it was a pretty good time. I lost every single game, though, which, you know, I will accept for now, but I will eventually get better, and I'll get my revenge in that regard. And I tried out Sephiroth for pretty much the first time, and I was like, huh, he's got a pretty cool moveset, but I'm just really terrible at using him, since I haven't even touched him before that, so yeah, I'll give myself that. But you should have come. Either way, I do hope that you're feeling better. And I do really love how the icons are actually showing up on the stream here. So if somebody left a comment on YouTube, then it is going to show up over here as, hey, like that comment came from YouTube. And then if you are commenting from Twitch, then it is going to show the Twitch logo instead, which is pretty sweet. Lame. When's the next podcast? I mean, if you want, then feel free to bring in the goods. I'll be waiting. The next one that we're going to be recording is going to be on Tuesday. Man, I mean, what day is Tuesday? Let me check. Tuesday is going to be the 23rd. So if you're still going to be around, by all means, stop by, and it'll be a fun episode. But today, uh, I was kind of sad because I had to like put your microphone away and everything. I was like, oh, I don't want to have to do this. Not again. After so long, it's like a very important member is missing now. Will you talk about the NVIDIA thing? What NVIDIA thing in particular? Because, I mean, for the podcast, there is going to be an NVIDIA thing at around the beginning of it. But what are you referring to exactly? I've been sick since Tuesday night. Oh, so you've been sick since you went home. I think it must have been the snow then, or just how cold it was. You have an amazing production. Love your vids, man. I always see them despite having the equipment I want. Sorry for my English. Oh, no worries, buddy. I very much appreciate your compliments, and thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate that. I do my best when it comes to production quality, but I do constantly have to change things around because I do live in a shared space, which means that oftentimes I do have to do a lot of rearranging, and right now I am working with more limited space, but it's all good. Hopefully I can deliver on fresh content still moving forward. For March, there are going to be some cool plans, I want to say. I'll probably go back to YouTube to chat. Oh, yeah, no worries. Go ahead, stuff. Do your thing. Whichever platform you prefer, and that is one of the many beauties of Restream over here. And my regulars might actually have noticed that this is a totally different overlay. Since I usually go for like a black and white aesthetic, but I decided to go for something even simpler than that because I kind of just wanted to use the ones that were already here, like on Restream's own platform. Okay, I'm on YouTube now. Oh, hello. You migrated quickly over there. Is the interface better on YouTube? I mean, this is my first time streaming to YouTube. I've only done streams to Twitch, and tonight I'm doing streams to both. I'm using Restream.io right now, as you will see from the logo everywhere. Sorry, it's the soda. But so far, I mean, it is pretty cool. Like, as expected, the performance is actually pretty good. Like streaming to both platforms at the same time. Now, granted, I am streaming at 720p, 30 frames per second right now because there isn't really much of a need for 60. And I figured that if it's a live stream, it probably doesn't even matter if I end up bumping it up to 1080p. So I kind of just like left it at 720. Ah, there you go. So my clock just updated me of a new follower, but that's not something that will be shown on Restream, unfortunately. It's more so something that would be shown on, well, on Twitch. but that's all good. Whoever that was, thank you. Thank you very much for that. And I hope that you're enjoying the live stream so far. The NVIDIA chip and silicon shortage. By the NVIDIA chip, are you talking about the chip that they're developing to specifically mine cryptocurrency? Ethereum in particular. Because we do actually talk about that in the podcast, and that episode is going to be coming out tomorrow. And like we talk about it around the start, and we kind of end up like having a deeper conversation about like investments and the value of different cryptocurrencies and stuff. But the real question is whether or not that is something that is going to sustain. I'm not too optimistic about that new chip that they're developing. What is... Oh, now I'm back here. Oh, hello, Fabled. What is the benefit of using Restream over Streamlabs? So when it comes to Restream here, it is going to be invaluable to people who do prefer Just like a very simple interface, because something like Streamlabs, while it's not like overly complicated, it is still a bit of a learning curve for a lot of people. So if people, one, would like to be able to easily stream to multiple platforms, well, they got Restream. Another thing is that setting up an overlay and setting up chat, like setting everything up and just like linking your accounts to it, is incredibly simple. So if you wanted to stream to multiple platforms, then you've pretty much got that covered. And those are just like the main benefits, I would say, of using Restream. What is your Twitch, by the way? Oh, my Twitch is going to be Tech Summit. Just one word. What's up, Tech Summit? Love your content. Well, thank you so much. And what is up? I'm doing good, I would say. I'm just enjoying the streaming right now. And I'm enjoying talking to you guys at the moment. And this is actually pretty cool, considering that this is the first time that I stream to YouTube. I know that I haven't really had much of an opportunity to like talk to everybody all at once, especially on YouTube. So I think that this is a pretty good opportunity to do so. Do you watch Linus Tech Tips video that explains everything? No, actually, I haven't watched that. I did not get a notification about that, which is egregious, considering that I do have notifications turned on for Linus. So I'm a little sad about that. I have to go check that out when I get a chance. I guess a good part about being a smaller YouTuber is that you can connect with your audience more easily. Yeah, I mean, I've only got the perspective of a small YouTuber, so I can certainly confirm that. It makes things easier. Hey, great content. Well, thank you so much, Cafe Fungus. I appreciate that. And Fabled says, I am Akil Yasti. I'm so sorry if I mispronounce your name. By the way, thank you again for the mic. It's useful AF going from a trash Turtle Beach headset. Yeah, like when it comes to headset microphones, almost any dedicated microphone upgrade is going to be a significant upgrade. Headset microphones are usually not that amazing, but they will get you through some stuff if that's what you can do for a while. Though I'm very glad that I was able to help out. I may or may not be watching on Twitch and YouTube, both at the same time, huh? You know what? I appreciate that. That is the real hustle right there. I don't know what it's like to hustle like you. Best gaming headset for Xbox. I haven't really tested out many gaming headsets, and I do actually want to dabble more into that soon on the channel, because I feel like I have hardly ever reviewed any gaming headsets, and like they've mostly been on the budget side, for the exception of the Razer Nario Ultimate. So I would like to bring in more headsets, if anything, though the Razer Nario Ultimate is a pretty good option. However, there is actually a pretty sick headset that I tested out recently. And it is from Easy SMX, the V07W. There is a review of it coming up soon. But yeah, I mean, I can say that for around what I think it was like $60. It's a really good one, and it is compatible with consoles and PC. And I'm sorry that that's pretty much like the most that I can offer at this time. Slick says, hey, what's up? I love your mic comparisons. Well, thank you. There are more of them coming up. There's actually one about like budget microphones in particular. So like it's going to be for microphones that are $60 and below, but it's like, I think a range of $45 to $60. So they are still pretty close in price, but they all sound pretty distinct, and they all offer different features that could be useful for different people. It's still going to be a matter of taste at the end of the night. But I do look forward to sharing that, I guess, is my whole point there. I will explain later. I'm at work. Oh, yeah, no worries. I look forward to it. Me too, says stuff. I was watching on my phone and iPad. Oh, there you go. Here we've got another hustler. Thank you, Abby, for that. A lot of hustle. Is that a drawing tablet? Yes, it is. This is the Huion Canvas 22 Plus. I've had it since last year. I think spring to summer-ish time. It's a fantastic tablet. Absolutely love it. What is your all-time favorite microphone? I think it's this one. So I've been using the Audio-Technica BP40 for almost an entire year now, but recently I decided to test this one out. This is the Electro Voice RE27, and I actually like this microphone more than the BP40, which honestly surprised me because, in my opinion, the BP40 was like the only one that suited me that well. And this one, I feel like suits me just as well, but gives me more flexibility because it sounds cleaner. It's not as bassy as the BP40. So yeah, I would probably say the Electro Voice RE27. Oh, nice. I'm looking for the best mic for around 120 to 150 bucks. Are you looking for an Xlr microphone or a USB microphone? I was scrolling through my recommendations and I saw Matt Pat eating his Christmas tree. Jesus Christ. I mean, shouldn't he have done that a little bit earlier in the year? I mean, like maybe around January when it all, like when the holidays ended. I just feel like it's a bit out of season at this point to try to eat your Christmas tree now. Hello, Mr. Tech Summit. It's Galactic. Hello to you as well. And I saw, I read that. Will you play some games? I will not be playing any games during this stream. I'm just going to be talking to you guys. Have you reviewed the Electro Voice ND46? I saw it was relatively budget for only 150. I did not even know that microphone existed. Thank you for that suggestion. I am going to keep that one in mind for sure. Because I thought that the cheapest one that they had for some reason was the RE 320. I'm going to make a note of that right now. No, before I lose it. The ND46. The video was a month ago. Oh. I guess it was more so into season then. It just kind of got recommended to you a bit late. Not saying that I would do the same thing, but it just seems more appropriate for it to be done in January, but it looks like it was done in January. Hello, John Robinson. Jose says, bought an iPad Air 4 based on your review. I'm so glad you did. How do you like it? Me neither. Well, RE320 is 250 right now on sale. Oh, I see. I know the microphone has been going down in price, actually. Like, used ones sell for less than 200 easily nowadays, I think. I don't know if you do this stuff, but are you planning on making your own mechanical keyboard for a video or stream? I have looked into that in the past, and I would love to do something like that. Because it does look kind of confusing, but I want to learn it. I want to be able to say that I know how to build a mechanical keyboard, like just to add that to my resume. Do you buy all of the equipment that you review? I buy quite a lot of it. Some stuff does get sent to me, like this tablet over here, the Huion Canvas 22 Plus was sent to me, for example. This microphone I bought, though. Most Xlr microphones I have bought myself as well. I think the only Xlr microphone that was ever sent to me was well, no, there were two. It was the Stellar X2, which I reviewed very recently, and then there was the Movo VSM7. But yeah, like most stuff that I feature on the channel, I do buy. Hey, I got off work just in time. Well, lovely. Well, thank you for jumping in to tonight's stream. I hope that you'll enjoy yourself. Be able to relax after work. The chat is just YouTube. Wait, what? I'm kind of confused. Like, do you mean that that like most of the chat messages are coming from YouTube? Hey, I'm building a mechanical keyboard for a YouTube video too. Ooh, sick. That sounds awesome. Twitch. Okay, now I am getting a little bit lost. I'm sorry. It's very interesting. I bet it is. I have watched videos on it before. I've never tried it. I would love to try it though. I think it would be pretty awesome for a video and even just for personal experience. Custom keyboards are super expensive, but they are amazing. I would love to try that out and see for myself. I'd definitely be into that idea. Eric says, I have a Creative Labs K3 Plus on order. Your sentiments for on-the-go use, and thank you. I'm very glad that you ended up going for it. It is a really cool audio interface. I liked it a lot. It was my first audio interface, like XLR audio interface, and I do still vouch for it. I think it's really good. And it is a great price too. By the way, thanks for your Razer Siren Mini review. I now own one because of your hang on. Like one, I need to find your message again because of your ratings and review. Oh. I hope that you love it. It is a really nice microphone for the price for sure. I was really surprised with the Siren Mini when I first got it in for review. I thought it was going to be garbage because I did not like the Siren emote at all. But then this much cheaper microphone sounded so much better to me. So the Mini, great choice. Sorry, I meant that the chat is mainly YouTube. Oh yeah, a lot of people from YouTube are coming in, and I mean that's especially cool because I usually stream on Twitch, so it is really nice to see people coming into the stream from YouTube too. Hee. Let's add to the Twitch chat. It's pretty dead here. Oh, is it really? I'm only looking at like one giant collective, I guess, column of messages, so it seems pretty lively to me. True. Haha, true indeed. Do you plan on streaming earlier in the day? You see, that was actually a request that was made to me back when I would stream at around 10 p.m. Eastern time. And then I decided to backtrack to streaming 2 hours earlier because I figured, you know, I guess I could probably do that. I tend to finish working pretty late on like videos and stuff, which is why I end up streaming later. But if you guys would like me to stream earlier in the day, then I could certainly look into that and make time for it, even if it is like just once or twice a week. What is the best XLR microphone for 150? Oh, hang on. No, yeah. What is the best XLR microphone for 150 to 200? The best XLR microphone is a condenser microphone, I think, within that price tag. And honestly, that would probably be the Stellar X2. I did make a review on it recently. I thought that microphone sounded really fantastic. I don't even remember having any complaints about it, actually. I thought it was great for like spoken word applications. I thought it was great for streaming and stuff like that. Oh, my headphones? These are the Audio-Technica AT-H M40X. I just have like a white dbrand skin on it. Well, it's more like a marble dbrand skin on it. Yeah, everybody says that they were surprised of the Siren Mini, and I can vouch for that. Yep. I mean, as big of a fanboy as I am of Razers, I can't vouch for their microphones all that often. I thought that the original Siren, like the big fat Siren, was pretty darn good, but then it felt like a downgrade when they went into the Siren Elite and the Siren X and the Siren E mode. It was pretty disappointing. But the Siren Mini makes me happy. I'm on Twitch now. Oh, I see. You're like going between platforms, huh? Drop the follow on Twitch. Oh, well, thank you. I very much appreciate that. It has less delay, so I started watching here. Oh, wow. Okay. Huh, I did not realize that. Though I guess that it makes sense that they wouldn't be the same. I guess that it does make sense for one to prioritize. Well, for Restream to prioritize one platform over another, and I guess that that was the case with YouTube. Maybe YouTube is just easier to stream to. Awesome chair. Oh, well, thank you. I've had this guy here for 2.5 years, I want to say. Still going strong. It is pretty stiff around the back, though. I do wish it had more padding. I'm somebody that likes to sleep on a very soft bed. So the fact that this chair is so stiff, it can't hurt sometimes. I gotta head out by Mr. Summit. Ah, well, no worries. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight's stream, and I wish you a wonderful night. So thank you. What do you think about the NT2A? The NT2A. There's an NT2A. I honestly just recently got my hands on the NT1A. So I had no idea that there was an NT2A. I love the NT1A. I do have a review coming up for that as well, but I didn't know that an NT2A existed. To be frank. Bloody Fedora is here, and Bloody Fedora says, hello there, tech. Received no notification. You see, I did address that earlier, that some people were not seeing notifications properly or just not getting them at all. Not surprised that happened, but hey. So, thank you for jumping in. I appreciate that. Tonight's drink is just a can of Coca-Cola. It's nothing really all that special. It was between Sprite, Coca-Cola, and the Starbucks cold brew, but I don't know. I guess at night I don't really want cold brew. I would much rather have hot coffee. I am a bigger fan of hot coffee after all. Also, Restream. Ah, yes. So let me tell you more about Restream. Restream is... I do sound like a shill, but so Restream is a platform that makes it a lot easier for you to stream to multiple platforms. So like for example, I set up my stream here on Restream.io, and then I can literally just put in what accounts I have that I can stream to, for instance, Twitch and YouTube. I put them both down, and then I set up one stream, and I click on go live, and I go live on every other platform. So that's essentially how that works. But I am going to show you guys pretty soon, actually, how that works, how that's done, so that you guys can see just how easy this thing is to set up. This is sponsored by Restream.io, by the way. What games do you play? So I mostly play RPGs, and by RPGs I mostly mean like JRPGs. So for example, a lot of Final Fantasy, a lot of Persona. I've been getting into mainline Shin Megami Tensei recently, but I'm also a fan of Skyrim, Oblivion, Pokemon, up until I want to say Omega Ruby, because Sun and Moon I didn't like so much, and then they gave me Sword and Shield, and that's when I just lost interest. Because they just cut off half of the roster, and in that half of the roster just happened to be my favorite Pokemon. But yeah, like essentially I mostly play RPGs and stuff like that. So yeah. I too would choose coffee. I'm glad to hear that. I wish I could make coffee. What? Coffee's easy to make. You just brew it, right? Like it's just there, available for you 24/7. Like you just grab it and you make it. coffee makes me tired though. You know, I'm surprised to hear that because it does have the same effect on me. Usually people drink coffee because like they do need that caffeine rush and stuff. I actually drink coffee because I would like to relax, like I need to calm down. So the caffeine actually has the opposite effect on me. So basically, multi-stream platforms, yeah, essentially. Who is that favorite Pokemon? Oh, that favorite Pokemon just happens to be Giratina, and I know that it is kind of cliche to pick a legendary, but yeah, I mean, he is just my favorite. I think he's got the coolest design, the coolest typing being Dragon and Ghost type, and his origin form just looks really cool. Like from a design standpoint, I would say that Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum were just so essentially fourth gen were just where the best Pokemon designs were at, in my opinion. I know that a lot of people are huge fans of Gen 2 and Gen 3, but I think Gen 4 is way better. And I say that with a smug smile because I don't know, maybe I am in the mood for an argument right now. No, I'm just joking. But I did end up adding, so yeah, like on a completely different note here, I did end up adding the Electro Voice ND46 to my cart. I'm interested in trying this out. Again, did not know that this existed in the first place, so I'm genuinely surprised that Electro Voice makes a microphone that's this affordable. I'll see how soon I can get my hands on it, but I'm interested. I acquired a favorite Pokemon in Sun and Moon, oddly enough. Oh yeah? And which one's that one? I do wonder. I mean, it's not like Sun and Moon has like bad designs or anything. It's just that um some Pokemon did look kind of awkward, but I mostly just had an issue with like the story in that super long tutorial session. I hated how long that tutorial was. It was like holding both of my hands, not just one, while I'm waiting. Hey, no worries. To see what it's all about. No worries. I'll get on to that. I always love testing out microphones. Either way, like these are my favorite types of reviews to make. Right after tablets and like well, right before tablets and laptops, I would certainly put microphones at the top of my list here. I didn't know until I just randomly searched Electro Voice microphone to try and figure out what mic you were using. Oh, really now? Yeah, I mean, this is pretty clearly an Electro Voice microphone since like this is just like a general design cue of theirs, but this is like an absolute tank. This is a weapon that happens to work as a microphone as well. That's how sturdy this thing is. Lurantis? Okay, I'm going to have to look that up because I don't quite remember what Lurantis looks like. Let me see. Oh, it's a pink mantis. So that's Lurantis. That's your favorite, huh? Interesting. How come? Is it Lurantis's design, perhaps? Hey, Alex the Wreck says, "Hey man, I saw your Razer Siren Mini review about a month ago. Just got mine and wanted to thank you for helping me choose a microphone. I'm very glad that you like it. And I'm very glad that I was able to help you out there. And thanks for stopping by the stream as well." Lurantis Pokemon, a beautiful crit machine and smells like a flower, apparently, so even better. What is that like in its description or something? How many mics do you have in your collection now, or do you return some mics that you bought for review? No, when I buy a microphone, I don't just return it. If I decide that I don't want it, I just resell it instead. But to answer that first question, I don't know how many. Which probably speaks volumes about how many there are. There is like one shelf just dedicated to a bunch of USB microphones, and then I have like a good handful of XLR microphones. Like I have 3 pod mics. I have one NT1A. I have one RE27. I have one Audio Technica BP40. I have one Blue Ember. I have one Stellar X2. I have one Movo VSM7. I have one Shure SM7B. I don't think I'm missing any other XLR microphones. I think I've got them all. But then the rest of them are going to be USB mics of a lot of varieties, like Blue Yetis, HyperX, Quadcast S, and so many more. My favorite Pokemon is Chandelier, which is funny because I only know about it because I misspelled Chandelier. Oh, okay. I thought that I was out of my mind for a second when I read that. I was like, wait a second, is that... Like, did I just make a mistake there? But no. Okay. I see. Interesting. So that's why... Like, that's how you know about it. I mean, I guess that Chandelure is a pretty adorable Pokemon. And it is a grass type even. I did not expect me, a steel lover, to fall in love with a grass type, but here we are. Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, maybe you'll like some of the steel and grass type Pokemon. Well, probably not. There's like the starter for X and Y, but I feel like the only cool starter from that game would be Greninja, and that's such a cliche answer, I know, or opinion. Hi, says Muhammad. Hello to you. Shiraz says, can you get an RTX 3080 under $1,100? No, if only. I wish. I wish. It's insane. It's like the 3080 has like pretty much doubled in price all across the board when it comes to like scalper prices. But then when it comes to something like the 3090, that didn't go up in price really all the way like you would think. It was actually more so like it went down by a couple of hundred, but not like literally double. It wasn't a 100% increase, but most of the time it was actually like a 30 to 40% increase. So I do find that pretty interesting. But a 3080 is like, is the one graphics card that most certainly doubled in price and more. Especially if you want the Founders Edition. Those are like extra pricey right now. And I unfortunately don't have any kind of connection to help me find one under 1100. The only time that I got lucky enough to find one for under 1100 was when I made that like shady deal with that guy in the street. It was like a referral from somebody that my friend knew on Discord, and I just kind of met this guy and I was like, hey, so do you have my graphics card? And he's like, yeah, but do you have my money? And I was like, yeah, buddy, here's your money. So yeah, and that was like $730. Very generous of the guy to not scalp me for it. How's your day going? I would say that my day has been quite nice. I quite frankly can't really complain. I had breakfast this morning. Bagels with butter and coffee, as per usual. And then I started recording the podcast, and after the podcast, my co-host and I just played Super Smash Bros. For a bit. And then we both parted ways, and I started setting up for this stream. So, yeah, like I would say that it's been a pretty straightforward day. Ace's Tough Gaming version. Oh, that... I mean, those... I'm pretty sure that those would still stay, like, I don't know, maybe... Or even like 1,400 if you're lucky. It is pretty tough to find a reasonably priced or a reasonably scalped RTX 3080 right now. Just reminding you that as a Twitch moderator, I cannot stop messages from other sources or platforms, only from Twitch. So if there's a bot on YouTube, all I can say is sorry. No worries. I can just ignore the bot too. So no worries. I appreciate it though. You do make a good point. I didn't even consider that, but yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. It is unfortunately a tough time. My blade doesn't reach that far. Yeah. Well, what can I say? It simply can't be helped, and that's okay. In AliExpress, there's someone selling one for $1,050. You can go check it now on stream. AliExpress? I'll be honest, I've never actually even been on AliExpress. Let's see. So, okay. RTX. I'm going to share my screen, actually. I might as well. Okay. So you guys should be able to see my screen right now. I hope. Let me see. Let me see how things are going over here. Or do I have to switch to it manually? Ah, okay. So that's how that works. Okay. So now I'm sharing my screen. You should be able to see my screen. And now I'm over here on AliExpress. Harajuku. Wait, isn't that a city or something? You said RTX 3080. Let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at some fantastic prices over here, ranging from $2,300. You know, very reasonable for a 3080. I don't see the $1,050 one. I do see like a bunch of alternatives. Oh, look, well, somebody is actually selling a GTX 960 for 120. That's probably not that bad for a 960. 1063 gig might be a bit overpriced though. Over here at $243, kind of insane. But 960, I would say, isn't too bad for the price that they're trying to sell it at. No, yeah, I'm definitely missing something here. Maybe I can do something about... Okay, let's try. I don't know. Ranging between 1,000 and 1,100. Let's try. Huh? It just disappeared. Okay, let me try this again without leaving that box this time. Nope, nothing. It looks like it's just not here. Oh my, that's a lot of tabs. Yes, so many. I knew it. I knew that people were going to start judging me based on my tabs. I'm a man who likes to have his tabs open, because I feel like if I close any, I'll end up closing out something important that I meant to get back to at some point. So many tabs. It reminds me of my mom. Well, you know what? I think your mom does it correctly. Having a lot of tabs open is the best. Sorry, I was late. Well, same here. She keeps tabs open all the time, both in her phone and laptop. Well, I mean, I can't say that I'm guilt-free of either one. My mother is my sister. It says, can I request a song? I'm usually very careful when it comes to song requests, because you know, on YouTube and on Twitch, they tend to be pretty militant when it comes to songs and stuff. So I am very much afraid that I'm going to get hit with some kind of strike. So I would rather avoid that. I do apologize. Don't worry. Well, thank you for understanding. Let's see. Oh, it says, congratulations, you received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Oh, lovely. Is that the RE27? Ah, yes, it is. It is the RE27. Someone recognized it. Yes. It is. It is. My PC would explode it if I had that many open. I mean, fair. I've been in that spot before. Also, why does the audio sound so compressed? Oh, does it? I don't think it does. I mean, at least not on my end. How do I sound, everybody? Like, do I sound compressed to everybody? My only issue with my mic right now is having to use RTX voice since I have to have it far from my mouth at max Windows gain because I can't buy a stand. And if you haven't reviewed RTX voice, you should definitely do it. It is amazing. It has been a recommendation to me before. I may actually take a look at it. Not too sure about making a full-on review, but I should at the very least educate myself on it. I do hear that it is pretty good, though, especially if you don't have an amazing microphone or anything like that. It can help you out. My own song. Oh? Oh, is that like a link? Oh, yeah. The new copyright thing on Twitch is horrible, as I heard. No, yes, it is indeed quite awful. I am not a fan of that, but I guess that it also can't really be helped. Never mind, just realized that it sounds better on Twitch. Oh, okay. I mean, it could just be like compression. I'm not sure if I'm trying to stream to both platforms or maybe just the audio on YouTube is doomed to not sound quite as good. Not entirely sure. Nelly Express, look for an RTX 3060 Ti. A 3060 Ti. Let me see. 3060 Ti. Jesus Christ. Look at that. I just saw $1,388. That's ridiculous. That is insane. What a crazy ripoff. And this isn't going to get better anytime soon. Yeah, Twitch and YouTube got very strict, heavy with songs nowadays. Yep. Indeed. Just fine for me. It is unfortunate. I would love to like share what kind of music I like, or to like accept a song request and that kind of thing. But unfortunately, they don't let me. On YouTube, stream sounds like AIDS. Fair. I'm not sure why. You sound auto-tuned. Do I? Really? Do you think that it's because of the microphone, or is it just my voice? Audio is completely fine for me. Ah, thank you. The audio is fine on both for me. Thank you. Both sound fine to me. Thank you. 3 confirmations. In AliExpress, there's a good deal on an RTX 3060. What is that good deal exactly? Maybe you could make like a Spotify playlist. Yeah. I guess I could and share it with you guys. I mean, if you guys like metal, that is. I don't want to hurt anybody's ears with stuff that they wouldn't like, though. It's because of the crypto mining and Bitcoin. I mean, it's not just because of that. But yeah, I would say that is a pretty big reason, like a pretty important reason why. I think metal is cool. Oh, okay. Well, there's 1 confirmation there. I appreciate that. Thank you. I love metal, of course. Particularly black metal, but I know that that's like super niche. So oftentimes I am very apprehensive about showing anybody like the kind of music that I like, because it's just so, like, I can see how somebody else would just find it so weird. What is Bitcoin? what is mining? I don't get it. I'm going to try to explain it in the best way that I can. So, a Bitcoin is a digital currency. Uh, it is just it is currency that was created by somebody. And a certain amount of that currency was created. And then that currency has basically a perceived value. Like, it's just however much people think it's worth is what it will be worth. And that form of cryptocurrency, like for instance, if you get yourself a Bitcoin, you can't sell that Bitcoin in exchange for like actual currency. So like, for instance, right now, one Bitcoin is worth $57,000 from what we checked earlier today. So if you happen to have one Bitcoin, you can sell it for that much because that's how much it's worth. Or you can use that Bitcoin to buy things as well on websites where they do accept Bitcoin as a form of cryptocurrency. Now, mining is the act of searching for Bitcoins. So when people say mining Bitcoins, it's essentially just like leaving your computer to handle a bunch of different mathematical equations until it solves enough that it ends up mining through and finding one Bitcoin or earning you a Bitcoin. And yeah, like, it's essentially just the act of searching for one. And your computer kind of does all of that work for you. I hope I did an okay job at explaining that. I still think I didn't. Hi, what's up, says Kurt. Hello, Kurt. Welcome to the Tech Summit livestream. I hope that you're doing well. I've seen your PC build, the Ryzen 9 one, and I forgot what GPU you used. Oh, an RTX 3090. This is a Zotac RTX 3090. I want to get into cryptocurrency, but I'm broke and need to pay for school. I totally get it. I mean, mining for cryptocurrency is still very expensive. Like, you would have to make a very early investment and hope that that actually works out and that you can actually mine a Bitcoin on time. But it can be pretty difficult. I used to listen to Gothic metal. I was actually never particularly into Gothic metal necessarily. And by Gothic, I more so mean like industrial, which is what I've always associated them with. It wasn't necessarily my thing, even in high school. Like, it was more so from deathcore to death metal to eventually black metal. Nowadays, I barely listen to any death metal, but I still listen to a ton of black metal. What are said math equations? I'm not exactly sure what those equations look like, to be frank. One of my family members has around $3,000 worth of Bitcoins. Yeah, so they own, I believe that is called owning like a partial share of a Bitcoin. Like owning part of a Bitcoin. Because a Bitcoin is currently worth around $57,000. Basically, digital currency and digital mining operation, all based on mathematical operation where you don't do any calculus. Only your computer. Yeah, so your computer does all of that work for you. Did you get the 3090 from scalpers or legit? Or got it sent to you? I wish it had been sent to me. If only I had that kind of connections. I wasn't able to get a legit one per se. I did have to buy one from a scalper. It wasn't that badly priced though. It was up by $200 from MSRP, yeah, but then taxes killed me afterwards because sales taxes in New York City are ridiculous. So, yeah, like I did end up having to buy from a scalper because there was no way that I was going to get any of the 30 series graphics cards by just like buying it. Oh yeah, I get it. Everyone has a different taste. Right. I'm glad you understand. Well, thank you. Traveling Knife says, I mine $400 worth of Ethereum a month with a single 3090. Ethereum did hit a pretty solid high recently, if I'm not mistaken. You can do a double RX 5700 mining setup, which will give you more profit than a double RTX 3070 setup. I mean, fair. I certainly can't confirm that. Hi, says made with... made with... Okay, I'm not exactly sure how to say that last portion, but hello to you too. So just made with. 1 Bitcoin is worth $55,999. So that's the amounts right now, huh? A double RX 5700 mining setup can beat an RTX 3090 in mining. Okay, gotcha. I mean, usually multiple GPUs when it comes to mining is better. Ethereum just went over 2K for the first time yesterday. Yeah, I did hear something like that. Though the last report that I got was actually that it got to like $1,914, I think. So like pretty close to 2,000. It may have gone over though, as you said. Thunder. Oh my gosh, is it really worth that much? My aunt bought like 200 Bitcoin in 2018. Oh man. I mean, if she did actually buy 200 Bitcoins, then yeah, she would be pretty rich right now. Made with Thunder. Oh. Oh, well, thank you for confirming that. I'm a bit of an idiot. Thanks. If you talk crap about Kansas again, I'll hit you with this 3 to 4 McGregor. Who's Kansas? Oh no, did I offend somebody? Oh. Hi, Devin. Well, congrats, Suspicious. Your aunt is a millionaire. How come you don't have 100k subs? I guess it's because I haven't quite earned it. I have worked pretty hard on this channel, but the algorithm is something that's pretty difficult to figure out. So it certainly hasn't been an easy time trying to figure, like, just trying to see what it is that it wants, while me being able to afford whatever product the algorithm wants me to talk about. So it's just pretty tough to catch up, I suppose. 200 Bitcoin is 11 million USD at the moment. That's insane. So yeah, I mean, she is indeed a millionaire. That's a pretty sick net worth. You're so underrated. Oh, well, thank you. She's 100% sold it already, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, Mikey. If she bought that, were her to exchange it today, she would be rich. Yep. Which is 7.5 million pounds in the UK. Oh, I see. So that's what it equates to. I mean, still, you're a millionaire no matter what. Oh, yeah, rip. Indeed. Is YouTube your full-time? Well, what is your source of income, if you're fine with me asking? Oh, no, I don't mind answering. So yeah, YouTube is indeed my full-time job. This is what I do. I want to say certainly more than 40 hours a week. maybe 50. But yeah, constantly working on videos, scripting, editing, filming, testing, answering emails is actually a big part of it too. Making sure that I'm fulfilling promises and things of the like. So yeah, like it does end up eating up 50 hours pretty easily. But yes, it is indeed my full-time job. And I also make videos for another channel that pays me per video. So that definitely helps into that. And it does help with filling up that 50-hour quota that I have for myself. I think you earned it. Your videos are amazing and helpful. Oh, well, thank you. I'm very glad to hear that. And I hope that they can continue to be helpful. Damn, you can afford all that crap with YouTube alone. Hey now. It's not just ad revenue. So I mean, when I buy a microphone, and I decide that I don't want it, I just resell it. So like I end up making a good amount of that back from that resale. So it's not so bad. And that's one thing. And there are also like donations and subscriptions on Twitch, which it's not a lot, of course. Affiliate links help a lot though, for sure, like especially during the holiday season. But I would say that my most reliable source of income is actually what I get from making videos for that other channel. I wish that you can become successful on YouTube one day. Oh, thank you. I very much hope so too. I've been trying for a while. I think I need to start making drama videos. I think that's what I'm doing wrong. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I always like to joke around about that because I could just imagine myself like becoming a drama channel, like going from tech to drama, and then like all of a sudden everyone has an eye out for me and they're like, yeah, that guy, he's a backstabber. And I'd be like, wait, but I haven't done that yet. I don't know. Like I just think of it as me screwing myself over time if I ever did get into like doing drama, but it does seem to be like a pretty easy way of growing, right? So you make enough to reliably live on from YouTube alone. It fluctuates. Like for example, last year I would say that I was living off of it alone. Probably from July onwards. I was doing pretty well in that regard. But you know, like once January hits, things start to drop pretty hard. And for me, it was an especially hard drop. That's for sure. So like by around December, I went from thinking, oh my, I think I can actually rent my own apartment and live alone now in New York. From them going like, no, yeah, that's probably a pipe dream in less than 30 days. Well, I know what I'm doing for the rest of my life. Oh yeah, you're starting a drama channel? I mean, if you make good drama videos, it might be good. Yeah, but I want to make bad drama videos, you know? Like I want to be super controversial. I I want um I just I guess I want to be a bit of a troll, you know? And since you're in New York City, it isn't cheap to live, right? Right. No, yeah. New York is quite expensive for sure. New York is, I mean, like pretty much wherever you go, unless you've already lived in a place with controlled rent. You know, like basically your landlord is not allowed to raise the rent on you. Then yeah, I mean you're kind of screwed there. Like oftentimes you'll be paying into the thousands for a pretty small apartment. but your tech videos are amazing. Oh, well, thank you. And yes, I managed to put tech there instead of teach because I read both of your messages together there. So thank you. And since you're, yeah, I got to that. What's better, the RTX 2060 Super versus the RTX 3060 standard, not a TI version? Definitely 3060. A 3060 has second generation tensor cores. And I think it has more VRAM, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong in that regard, but I am confident saying that a 3060 is more powerful than a 2060 Super. Be careful what you wish for. I guess you're right. I should probably be pretty careful there. Wanting to be a drama YouTube. Oh, no. Oh no, no worries. I'm I'm never going to become a drama channel because one thing that I don't like is getting into arguments per se. So, and I would say that the biggest reason to that is because I do stutter quite a bit. And if I'm flustered, it's only going to make me stutter even more, which, you know, gives like the other person a good opportunity to like interrupt me and like cut me off right there. So, I tend to not argue or to try not to get into arguments. But either way, I don't want really to have any issues with anybody. It's just not necessary. I think that tech is the perfect spot for me, if anything. In price too, 6 gigs versus 8 gigs VRAM. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 3060 it is then, for sure. I actually wanted to move to either New York or San Antonio once I finish school. Can you oh no, wait. That's a different message. Yeah, I mean, aren't both pretty damn expensive? I mean, I know for sure about New York firsthand, but I think San Antonio can also be pretty pricey now. Can you explain how the GPUs work, like 3060 Super, 3060 Ti, and 3060? Do you mean 2060 Super? There isn't a 3060 Super. And I hope to God that NVIDIA isn't planning on making one. Because that Super moniker was just confusing. Okay, 2060 Super. So I mean, are you asking like how they compare to one another, or like how they work? Because that's kind of the impression that I got there. Yes. Oh, okay. So, oh, work too. So as a point of comparison, I think that would actually be pretty tough for me to explain because I haven't had too much experience with the 3060 in general, but the 2060 Super, honestly, I wouldn't really recommend the 2060 Super because last generation ray tracing performance just wasn't good. But this generation, it is considerably better. Not like game changing, but considerably better. Like we are seeing much nicer strides in that regard. So, unless you're planning on playing games without ray tracing, then I wouldn't recommend a 2060 Super. A 3060 Ti seems pretty sweet, right? But I think that a 3060 is going to be an even nicer sweet spot there because a 3060 Ti is going to be at around it is around 400, but right now it is being scalped, and then the 3060 will be coming out soon, I think. And the 3060 is not going to be that much weaker than the 3060 Ti, especially considering that they're part of the same generation. Everything, strength, performance, etc. Yeah, I mean, like as far as I can tell you, the 2060 Super will not give you good ray tracing performance whatsoever. And yes, I do agree that the RTX 2060 is a good budget card, even the Super for that matter. But if you want it for ray tracing, then no, it's not going to help you. But the 3060 Ti could give you decent ray tracing performance. I don't think that the 3060 would give you very good ray tracing performance, but it would still be substantially better than a 2060 Super. So I would say that a 3060 Ti is worth the 400 at MSRP, and that the 3060 would be worth the 330 bucks at MSRP as well. Like, the differences between the two would not be that great. We got your back if you get into an argument with a different YouTuber. I very much appreciate that. I'm probably going to try to avoid doing that. Unless he makes fun of my beanie or something, then in that case, we're going to have a really strong and aggressive argument. I want to live somewhere expensive since I can make a lot more money as a cosmetologist by being in a big city. I see. Well, I mean, I guess you might as well take advantage of that. If you can make the money, then why not? Especially if it pays even more in a big city. Totally sounds great to me. Android or iOS? Which phone are you using? So my main driver, my SIM card is on my Google Pixel 4. I do prefer Android in general, but I do also have an iPhone 12 here. This was actually given to me by the company that I make videos for, which is why I have an iPhone 12. But I don't use the iPhone 12 all that often, except when I had to, except when I need an iPhone to do my jobs. So, like, for instance, if I'm reviewing something that primarily works on iOS, then that's when I would whip out my iPhone and work on there, and then be able to give my opinions on said thing there. I'm stuck with a 1060 6 gig and i7 6700. They've treated me well for like 4 years, but they are getting outdated. I can understand more so actually on the processor side there. And what's really annoying is the fact that I have to change my motherboard to change the CPU. I know how you feel. So the very first PC that I ever built was actually a Core i7 4790K. So that was a fourth generation i7 with a GTX 750 Ti. Then I eventually upgraded to a 970. But I was very apprehensive about upgrading my PC in general because like fourth generation Intel CPUs kind of stopped at LGA 1150. Then if I wanted to upgrade to, like, let's say Skylake, which was like the 6700 that you have there, I would need an LGA 1151 motherboard. And while things were getting more interesting around the 8th generation, which is actually when I ended up upgrading to the 8700K, when I felt like I needed to upgrade again, it's not like I could just, swap out the CPU and then, like, put in a 10700K or a 10900K. I would have to again swap out the entire motherboard because now it's using a new socket. I feel like Intel makes those like socket swaps way too frequently, which is why for this build I decided to go with Ryzen instead. But I totally get that. Like, I was actually pretty mad when I was using DDR3 RAM, and I was like, oh, seriously? Like, if I want to upgrade my CPU, I have to change the motherboard for that CPU, but then I can't use my old RAM. I have to buy new RAM because DDR3 doesn't fit into DDR4 slots. So, honestly, it is just expensive to stick with Intel. What's the best $650 budget GPU for Fortnite? $650 GPU. I mean, I don't think I can really fairly answer that because I don't think that any graphics card is actually priced where it should be at the moment. However, like assuming that the market is normalized, I would just recommend that you either spend the extra 50 on a 3080, which is supposed to retail for 700, or save yourself 150 if you would rather do that and just get a 3070. Either way, you would be getting fantastic performance for something like Fortnite. Oh yeah, Warrior Beanie is ugly, buddy. I think you really want to get in an argument right now. I'm not joking. I got the censor button there in case I lose my cool, you know, which happens all the time. I'm almost never calm. Get in an argument now. Don't tell me what to do.
I'm in charge of my own life. You want to argue? Fine, we can do that.
I hope that the sound effect actually went through. Ah! I just smacked my microphone. I love the shock mounts because it actually really like offers a lot of shock protection, I guess, is what you would call it. Talking on man's beanie, I think he meant to say. And thank you for that support. I'm crippled with constipation. Haven't done a poop in 3 days. I think a friend of mine would actually make recommendations for some kind of remedy for that, but I forgot exactly what it's called. But best of luck in repairing that, of course. Best gaming laptop of 2021. Very hard to say. I think it's very early to call because it's only February. Let's wait until more graphics cards come out, which I believe we are going. Graphics cards, laptops start coming out, which I believe we're going to see a lot more of sometime in the summer, like around June, July, August. Yeah, it's to the point where I had to buy a new PC technically to upgrade the CPU. Yes, that's why I simply could not stick with Intel. I simply couldn't as much as I would have liked to. And Bloody Fedora, I'm sorry that I missed your message earlier there. You said, sorry, my net broke a bit. Well, I'm glad to have you back. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. Don't hurt me. Ah, come on. I know that I look very violent, but I don't think I would hurt a fly. Well, that's not true. I mean, if a fly enters my room, I've got a magazine for that. But that's... I mean, that makes me sound so mean. I burst laughing when you just read the constipation comment. Yeah, I guess it must... I think that the monotoneness kind of helps in that delivery. I'm a comedian, of course. Same. LOL. So one time, like, I think I've become so entrenched in using LOL a lot that one time, you know, like I like how sometimes you might just smirk like when somebody says something nice, or something kind of funny, but like it doesn't necessarily make you laugh. Well, I accidentally, instinctively ended up saying, "Oh, LOL," and and then that guy just looked at me back and he was like, "Wait, did you seriously just say LOL?" Instead of laughing. So I got caught in the act right there. I don't know what you're talking about. I would literally drown or burn a fly. Don't call the mental ward. Oh, no worries. I won't be giving them a call. I promise. Like, Scout's honor. So, real quick, I feel like this would actually be a great time to give you guys just a little bit of a tutorial here. I am back, says John Mufaricat. Hello, welcome back. Oh, you're on YouTube this time. Hello. Oh, you're back on both platforms. My mistake. I was talking to a doctor about being sick and ended it with LOL, and she looked at me. It is it is going to catch people off guard. I've learned that myself. I don't know. Like, I actually think it's pretty funny. Can you do a setup tour, please? I I did actually. I made a video on my setup recently. I'm pretty sure it's live. I got terrible memory, so I'm actually going to quadruple check that to make sure. Or is it scheduled for another day? Let me see. Da, 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 da. Yeah, like the video's out right now, actually. It's called my RTX 3090 setup, the best, in all caps, setup for video editing, streaming, and gaming for 2021. I'm here too. Oh, hello. Like swapping platforms everywhere, I see. You know what? I appreciate that hustle. Confusing yes, confusing yes, confusing no. On live. On live, I mean. That would be a little tough because my camera is kind of stationary. Let's see what I can do. No, yeah, that would be pretty tough because if I move my camera, like you're just gonna see the back of my monitor. But if I move in this direction, you're gonna see the mini fridge, which I guess it's part of my setup. Up there. Don't look at the bottom portion, only look at the top portion. Up there is my Nintendo Switch, my cologne of choice, my Amazon frames, Nanoleaf canvas that only 3 of those squares are working right now. I had to fix that. My TV, my Switch with my white Joy-Cons. Up there, I've got my air conditioner, Final Fantasy posters, Yu-Gi-Oh boxes, a bunch of old binders and notebooks. Over here, I've got my controller stands. So, Xbox, Stadia, Steam controller, PlayStation 5, so DualSense and Series X, things of the like. And then, yeah, my iPad is charging over there. Backpacks on the floor. And then on this side, I've got Nanoleaf panels, sound panels over here, and yeah, my monitor. Yeah, it's not very mobile, as you can see, but hey, I tried my best. I did my due diligence. Every part of my body is smelling like tuna oil or spoiled remedy for some reason. Even the necessities. I think it is my new diet. It feels so weird. Like tuna? I'm personally not a fan of tuna myself, but I don't really eat fish. It's for no other reason than that I just don't like fish. What time is it in the US? It is currently 9:11 p.m. over here. Or for those who use military time, it is currently uh 21 21:12 now. Yes, thank you, I can't believe it took me this long to do the math, especially sweat. Oh, Sorry to hear. This is difficult. Ah, well, no worries. Just keep doing it. It'll get easier. Talking in both. Yeah, again, I mean, like, just keep doing it and it'll get easier. OMG, I love those posters. Ah, well, thank you. I went through a lot to tape them to the wall. Dude, AC, I know. I'm pretty cool for still having an AC in the winter, huh? I don't turn it on, but I'm not going to take it down. It's like, why? Then I have to put it back on during the summer. I'm not going to do that. Major cooling. Yes, but it is a really loud AC. Not a big fan of how noisy it is. Nothing can beat. Not exactly sure what was supposed to go after that. 21. Asus ROG Domino's is the most expensive motherboard, and it's good with Threadripper. Ryzen 9 CPU with 8 gigs of RAM. Slots? No, with 8 RAM slots. Oh, sorry. I definitely tried to read ahead there. Excuse me. With 8 RAM slots. You can check it out on stream. The ROG Domino's. Let me see what AliExpress has to say about this. The Domino's Pizza Edition. I pressed enter. Why aren't you loading? Okay, it doesn't look like it is on AliExpress. Nope, does not look like it. All right, so we're gonna go to the good old places, otherwise known as Amazon. I'm gonna look over there. Oh, that is a beautiful. Oh, it's Dominus. Dominus Extreme. That is a beautiful looking motherboard. Gosh. Yeah, look at that. Mm-hmm. It's for Xeon. It's for Xeon CPUs, though. Gosh damn it. The workstation CPUs always get, like, the best looking motherboards. The Ryzen 9 3990X Threadripper is the most expensive and best CPU. But the Ryzen 9 and the Threadripper are two different CPUs. Personally, I like getting borderline hyperthermia, so I get having AC in the winter. I really love the cold, personally. So I would prefer to turn on the AC rather than opening up the window to let the cold air in. I guess I'm just a very warm-blooded person, but I'd much rather be cold than hot. Now I'm wondering, if I kept mining Bitcoin when it started in my old computer, maybe I would have some Bitcoins by now. That was some years ago. I stopped because I thought it wouldn't lead anywhere. Oh, well, I can understand that. It does take a while to mine a Bitcoin. And I think that a few years ago, I was probably too young and stupid to understand the significance of mining a Bitcoin. I mean, even now, I still don't really understand it that well. Yo, says Curative. Hello. Welcome in. Shame I didn't do anything. Nah, no worries. Don't beat yourself over it. It'll be fine. Oh, I forgot to mention my mouse works again. I just had to take it apart. Oh, sweet. So I guess you drained all of the water from it. So NVIDIA is splitting resources between GPUs. Okay, tell me more. To the 3060 and the mining card have the same chip, so basically less 36. That's gonna be an issue. That's gonna be a problem. I can see a lot of people getting pretty pissed about that. we were actually just talking on the podcast about how Nvidia could be using the resources from that dedicated mining GPU to just put that into more 3060s, because at least there would be more chances for people to get the graphics card that they want if they're not mining. Dunno. Do you know what pisses me off? My stupid DSLR camera, the Nikon D3400. My family never uses the camera, and I thought that it would be amazing to use it as a webcam for Zoom class. Guess what? It can't video for more than 30 minutes, and Nikon webcam software doesn't work with this camera, so I can't connect via USB. Now I'm gonna have to freaking get a cam link and a dummy battery for it to work, and I don't know if it will work even then. Sorry for the long comment. I'm reliving my past triggering. No worries. So thing is, when you're using one of these cameras, and I'm not saying this to insult your intelligence by any means, because it might come across a little condescending. But like, just know that I don't mean it in a mean way at all. But I'm saying this because you did mention that it has a 30-minute recording limit, or video limit. So like, I'm assuming that you're referring to recording. Usually, like these cameras, like when you hook them up, you don't put them to record at all. Like, you just turn them on, and that's it. So that way you won't run into any kind of limits or anything like that. Also, you don't need specifically a cam link. You can use pretty much any kind of like cheapo capture card. Like, you're gonna find a ton of like cam link clones that are actually pretty great at what they're supposed to do. So hey, live view, not recording. Exactly. Thank you. Yes, that's what I meant. Though the dummy battery can't be avoided, because eventually the camera is going to run out of battery. Yeah, my issue is I never expected it to be good quality. Well, thank you for help. Yeah, no worries. Hollow King, hello. Thank you for jumping in. Have you thought about playing Eternal Doom? Oh, Doom Eternal? Yes, I have thought about it. I am interested in getting the game. I haven't gotten it yet though, but I do intend to. On PC. I tried playing Doom on Switch before, and while it was cool that the Switch could actually run it, the performance was kind of shoddy for a game like Doom. Any simple editing software that you know of? Simple editing software? I kind of started with the complicated stuff. I mean, there's a Windows Movie Maker for more simplicity, if you're on Windows, which I'm pretty sure you are. But yeah, I mean, essentially that's like about it. Hang on, my camera's a bit... Yeah, like it was a bit tilted. I didn't like that angle. I can't think of a more painful thing than reliving a past triggering other than living it. That is true. Living it is more painful. I have to agree with that. Okay. It says Hollow King. Oh yeah, but have you been playing Doom Eternal? Jamu Firecat, join the Discord, everyone. Yes, I agree. Please follow Jamu Firecat's advice, and thank you for reminding me. This is a plug to join the Tech Summit Discord. It should be linked below on whichever platform you're watching this on, whether it's YouTube or Twitch. Thank you, Jamu Firecat, again, for that reminder. I'm really bad at plugging my own stuff. Well, the title says Persona 4. Should it be just chatting now? Wait, the titles? No way. The title should not say Persona. Oh, that's because it never changed the game. But the title actually did change, so that's good. So it looks like I need to go into Twitch and do that manually, but that's okay. And it is a good thing that you pointed that out, actually. So thank you. Windows editor can't take videos over 10 minutes. Then the best I've got is DaVinci Resolve. Really? I mean, DaVinci Resolve is not the easiest one to learn, but I think it's easier than Premiere Pro. At least. Actually, can you review one of the wannabe cam links? I think it will be a good idea if you haven't already, because I bet that there are many more people like me out there. Sure. I mean, if you guys would be interested in something like that, then totally. I actually have one right around here that I used twice. But yeah, I'd be down if more of you would like to see that kind of thing. Asus Maximus X111 is a super good motherboard for Ryzen 9 5900X. I know. Like, there are a lot of lovely motherboards for these lovely Ryzen 9 CPUs, but the 5th generation, well, technically 4th generation, but 5000 series of Ryzen CPUs are so difficult to come by nowadays. No Discord link. What do you mean no Discord link? The link should be in the description. And you know what, John Moo? Firecat? Feel free to put it in the chat. Go for it. No worries. How many monitors do you have around you? 3 or 4? I used to have 4. I downgraded to 3. And that includes the drawing monitor. 4 monitors was more than I needed, really. Thank you, John Moo Firecat, for placing that link right there. I very much appreciate that. I hope you played on maximum difficulty Nightmare. I mean, I will try. And if I played it in a Nightmare and died too much, I'm sure it's very difficult. I mean, like, even just like in the normal difficulty, I still had some issues with Doom, partly because I'm not very used to playing FPS games, but also because, I mean, I think I just suck. But yeah, like, I totally be into trying something like that, especially since Doom Eternal looks so good. I've asked so many questions. Literally everything I've had stored up can be answered finally. Sorry if I'm getting tedious, but I'm going to keep asking. Wait, no, please. This live stream is for all of you who have had questions up to this point that maybe you have commented in the past, but I never got to. Then, like, this would be a great opportunity, like, for me to actually be able to get to these. So please, like, ask away. Are you still using your Razer laptop? I am, actually, but not as like a main machine anymore. I keep it in the studio upstairs now because I don't really need a laptop so much anymore since I have the iPad Pro. So, like, I just use it for Adobe Audition, researching, and scripting up there. It's what I use to record the audio for my YouTube videos. Okay, I'll go to bed now. Thanks for the stream. Have a nice one. Oh, no, well, thank you for stopping by. I certainly appreciate that quite a bit, and I wish you a wonderful night, so thank you. Question. Made up your mind about playing Darkest Dungeon Tech? No, actually, I haven't thought about it at all since last night. I apologize. Oh, well. No, yeah. I mean, no worries. Like, I do want to get that game still. Doom Eternal, that is. Just dropping in to give you some love. I watched a ton of your microphone review videos recently and ended up picking up both an MV7 and an SM7B because of you. That's fantastic. I really hope that you end up making great use of those microphones. And thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that a lot. So thank you, Prototype. Yes. Can you do more benchmark videos? it will help your channel grow, and plus do it on Fortnite. I'm super anxious about how much FPS does it run on performance mode. I'm not so sure about doing like dedicated benchmarking videos because one, I'm not very like efficient when it comes to getting the most out of my hardware. So I feel like I'm not really all that qualified for that kind of thing. And that's more so stuff that I would do like during a PC build video, because there like I get to address how that particular machine works, how that particular combination of hardware works. But it is worth keeping into consideration. So thank you for that. I will think about it. But Twitch is faster with chat too. YouTube is faster with videos and audio. Okay, well, thank you for that observation. I do appreciate it. What are those flashing tiles? Would be cool in the bathroom. They would be cool in the bathroom. Maybe I should relocate them. So these are actually called the Nanoleaf canvas. And it comes in a set of nine tiles. But currently only 3 of them are lighting because I made kind of an error when hooking them up. I don't know if this is mean, but you say sorry kind of like a Canadian. No, not at all. It's not at all the first time that I hear that. So if I sound Canadian, this is because when I first came to, well, like when I came back to the US, I should say, when I was learning how to speak English, I would watch a lot of Degrassi, and I still kept that up until pretty recently. Like, I'm still a massive Degrassi fan. Absolutely love Degrassi. And I think that Degrassi very much shaped the way that I speak. What is your go-to game on PC? Oh, Final Fantasy 14. I feel like he sounds like a perfect Brooklyn, New Yorker. Really? Oh, well, there you go. Well, that is a new perspective there. Say water and walking. There you go. Wait, was I supposed to say like water? No, I can't. I can't even pretend to sound like an actual New Yorker. He is right. Hi, hello to Tikaret and Neymar. Sorry, eh? Are you making fun of me, buddy? That reminds me, I have an audio novel to listen to. Final Chapter, Nerdcast Special RPG, Call of Cthulhu. The Call of
The Call of Cthulhu.
There you go. I just have to do that. When you finish the stream at midnight, it will be perfect to hear some horror novels. I'm not gonna finish it at midnight. That's so late. Oh, hi, bro. Hello. Furcan. Unfortunately, it is everything in Portuguese, so you wouldn't understand anything. Oh well, no, yeah. I mean, I could probably make out a few words, but that's not going to be helpful. Maybe we didn't get rich, but we saw a lot of goods. What a progression! 1 hour ago, 6 on live versus after 1 hour, 31 people. What? 31 people are watching right now on YouTube, at least. That's awesome, actually. I'll be frank, I was not paying attention to the numbers. But that's because the numbers don't matter. I bet you guys have heard that argument a lot. Pod mic or AT202? I think he meant to say AT2020. Definitely the pod mic. I actually don't like the AT2020. Wait, your first language isn't English? Mine's is blown right now. No, yeah, it isn't. I was born here in the US, but I did grow up in a different country. I came back when I was around 12, turning 13. So yeah, bro, I have asked the question. You may ask your question, though maybe you asked already. You say Hebly Hoobly. Please, please. I don't know what that means. Plus 150 raid. So I can't share it with you. Sorry, Tech. No worries. I understand. Yeah, 55 people on your live. That is insane. Well, welcome to this live stream. This live stream is sponsored by Restream.io. Thank you for watching. I may as well do so. I don't know why, but you sound scary when you try to. When I try what? Sub Mr. Tech. Hello, Dizzy YTD. Thank you very much for jumping in. Well, it is almost midnight when you finish your streams with me, so. Oh, okay. Well, fair. 81, really? 82 watching? Oh my goodness, that is a record high. I mean, I do have a lot more subscribers on YouTube than I do followers on Twitch, so that makes sense. It makes sense that there would be a lot more people on YouTube. Well, to that, and I would like to say hello to those of you who are here. And once more, this live stream is sponsored by Restream.io, the best platform for streaming to multiple platforms such as YouTube, Twitch, and many more. I love saying that. 85, and the numbers are just fluctuating. 97, 110. So every boy has a... If there's any... if there's anything positive in life, it's my blood type. Hey man, I really enjoy watching your channel. Oh, well, thank you. I very much appreciate that. And I'm glad that you do enjoy watching the channel. 110 watching. You're bombing. Wait. Am I bombing? I'm screwing up here and I don't know it yet. 142 viewing. Ow. Wow. The numbers are going up. It seems. Well, welcome in, everybody. This live stream is sponsored by Restream.io, the best platform for streaming to multiple platforms, such as Twitch and YouTube. I do recommend that you guys look into Restream.io if you are interested in streaming, though, because this is a pretty cool way of actually being able to reach multiple platforms. I mean, I've only been streaming to Twitch up until this point, and tonight, being able to stream to both Twitch and YouTube has been very fruitful. Like, just considering how many people have been jumping in, chat has been insanely lively for me on both fronts, especially on the YouTube front. But just like being able to reach so many people at the same time is really cool. So yeah, I think that if you're somebody that likes to stream or is looking into becoming a streamer, then it would be pretty cool to get into Restream.io. They do have a bunch of different plans, and if I'm not mistaken, they actually should have a free tier as well. Like, you can still make an account and give it a try. It is pretty awesome, though. It is what I'm using to stream to all of you right now, in fact. And you can have a layout like this one. Very simple, but it is still customizable. And you can have your own overlay if you want. By try to, I mean, like, when you said you want to argue. Okay, I have to go back and try to remember what our conversation was about. I'm sorry. Oh, like when I try to argue? No, please. I don't like to argue at all. Celebrity that you would like to meet, male and female. Male? I would say Monroe Chambers. It's Grassy actor. Female, that would be Miranda Cosgrove. Nickelodeon star. I had a crush on her when I was younger. I'm learning English. Sheep, sheep, don't put. 148 watching live right now. 151 right now for MW, me. Also, I bet maybe one other person except me knows your full name. The only reason I know is because of emails. Oh, okay. I see. No, no worries. I mean, my full name is public. I do have a Portuguese last name. Being Prince Charles is also hard. When you go to the grocery store and buy something, you give the picture of your mother's. I appreciate these random messages. I do. OMG. Wow, that's amazing. When you get 100K on YouTube, I'm celebrating. I'm partying with you. I'm assuming that's what the emoji means. And thank you. I do hope that I end up reaching that milestone eventually. Can you have a moderator on YouTube? Is that a feature on YouTube? I believe it is, so that you don't stay completely defenseless there. I think it is. But considering that this is my first time streaming to YouTube, I don't really know how to implement that. But I'll look into that, because it does seem like a lot of people would be joining in on the YouTube stream, so I don't see why not. Why not stream here at least a little more often? I said to steal money from the beggar. I set the man in the wheelchair up. I'm a very blessed person. You sound like you're going to kick my ass. Oh, I would never. Please. I'm basically an angel. Okay, I don't even believe that myself. Yeet. Yeet, indeed. Because I can handle the ground on Twitch, but I can't reach YouTube if someone starts harassing attack. Oh, no worries. I can very much handle harassment by just ignoring it. If it's the only alternative, then I'll unfortunately have to deal with it. It's okay, though. I appreciate your concern. I will take the YouTube mod position. Oh, I already have applicants, I see. I want to meet this really cool stream called Tech Summit. Wait, there's a stream called Tech Summit? What? I thought that I thought that was just a streamer. Abby says, I know his full name. Don't expose me. Even if it is public information, don't expose me. Join the Tech Summit Discord. Yes, to all of you with a Discord account, please make sure to join the Tech Summit Discord. John Moo Firecat, please feel free to drop that link again, if you will. Oh, I won't. Don't worry, Eternal. You're pretty cool. You did nothing to earn anyone's wrath here. 100K. EOY. EOE. I don't know what EOI means. I apologize. How do you prefer Ariana versus Kylie Jenner? Kylie Jenner. Which one I prefer? I mean, if I had to choose, I guess Kylie. Wait, we're talking to Tech. Well, never mind. Oh, no worries. Y'all should join the Discord. Yes, thank you, Dizzy YT. I meant streamer. Are you on the Discord? Active on the Discord. I know your name. It's Mr. Tech. I mean, it's something along the lines. I know his home address. Please, don't expose me, even though that is private information. Join the Tech Summit Discord. Yes, please. End of year. Oh, okay. I mean, that would be a really great accomplishment. I would love to reach 100K, but realistically, I think it's going to be 50K. With a lot of hard work. I think that more realistically, it's going to be 50K, but there's nothing wrong with aiming high. So I'm going to keep that in mind. Join it. says John Moo Firecat. He's being quite relentless right now. In fact, I can do a pretty good imitation of John Moo Firecat if you guys want to hear it. It sounds more like,
join it now.
yeah, that's kind of what he sounds like. Might expose you. Oh no, I think Abby might be preparing to expose me here, guys. I think that my career is over. I have to surrender it here. Unlike, I'm just kidding. I know. Yeah, no worries. Bloody Fedora says, yeah, you need moderators, like protectors and watchers against abusers. I know that you can handle harassment, but sometimes we are all on our days where we just don't want to deal with it. I appreciate that quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, I'll see how I can handle that exactly. But yeah, I very much appreciate your offer. You are first online. And I know that there were other offers as well, such as the offer from Eternal Fabled. Link doesn't, I think you meant to say, Link, it doesn't show up in Restream from YouTube. What? No way. Yeet, yeet. Should I get the Oculus Quest 2 or the 1? Because Oculus is now selling the Quest for $200. Get the Quest 2. The Quest 2 is going to be better in a lot of ways. I mean, like processing power being one of them. But also, like, as far as I know, the Quest 2 is the one that has the best compatibility in the sense that you can actually use it on PC. So it does replace your old school Oculus, I guess, like your Rift S. So I would go ahead and spend the extra cash on the Quest 2 personally. That was a creepy voice. Yeah, I know. But that's just kind of what John Moo Firecat sounds like. I just wanted to give everybody an accurate representation. He just has a very deep voice. So deep, in fact, that even sounds a little scary sometimes. I'm just joking, John Moo Firecat. I just chose to pick on you tonight, but no worries. You're on the good list. I know it too. JK. Well, maybe I do. But I don't think it's the right one. And I don't think Tech would send mail directly from his house. I think I'm pretty smart. Can I apply for the job? Well, that depends. I'm actually going to start sending out applications soon. So that people can indeed start applying. And I'm going to be choosing people based off of what compliments they end up writing in the application, and they have to talk about why they want to work as an unpaid moderator. This is America. Everything's an internship. So I'm offering you the internship of becoming a moderator. Yes, if you call it an internship, it'll be fine. Right? Man, I heard about cryptocurrencies being a target for new GPUs or something like that. Also, the Nintendo Direct happened this past week. Do you think these are things that will be covered in a podcast episode sometime? Funny that you should ask, Mr. Noman. Indeed, these are topics that my co-host and I will be covering on tomorrow's episode of the Tech Summit Podcast, episode 29. So do make sure to stop by and listen in, especially for the commentary around the Direct. That was a pretty lively conversation there, since, you know, co-host and I are pretty passionate about games. I'd offer to, but I work a lot, sadly. Oh, no worries. No worries. I understand. Like, being on streams is pretty time consuming. Make me mod so that it would show up. I don't even know how to do that on YouTube quite yet. I mean, I can certainly do that though at some point. But give me time, buddy. Time. I was first applicant for mod, so I expect to be the first YouTube mod. Whoa, buddies! Like, this is not a competition, okay? It's only a job. It's not like there's only one position. Wait, but if I limit it, then I think more people are gonna want to apply. So maybe I should. Okay, thanks, man. Tech chooses mods like he chooses Crusader King Knights, and he never played Crusader Kings 3. Really? Am I really that militant about how I choose moderators? Well, I got you, fam. Eternal Fable says, I like your beanie. Am I mod now? Well, buddy, you're getting pretty close there. You're getting pretty close. I'm just gonna need a signature right next to that and a date, and then I'll be able to remember that that is indeed a direct quote from you. Do you know much about PC building? I would say that I know a fair bit. What do you have in mind? Can you rate my PC build? Yeah, sure thing. What are your parts, or like what does your build consist of? To yeet people off stream if something bad, if they say something bad, I think you meant to say. Well, yeeting people is important. I suppose. Can I use this on my resume in 8 years? That's when I get out of college. I would say that the answer is indeed yes. You will be able to put that on your resume, but when they call me, the words that I choose to use on the phone are going to be entirely up to me. Tech Summit Uncensored, right? JRPG fanboy. Oh, am I being called out right now? Because I can argue. I can start an argument right now. JRPGs are great. Right click the 3 dots. I'll take care of that later, Jamu Firecat. Let's just enjoy the rest of the stream. But thank you for that suggestion, because I actually did not know. Oh, so funnily enough, on Restream, I actually have tools for blocking users or putting users on timeout. Not saying that I'm going to do that, but you know, I did not know that. Here's an idea: rate people's setup. Oh, well, that would be great, actually. I think that sounds like a lot of fun. Again, like Tech Summit Uncensored. Hell yeah. I'm waiting till the day comes. There we go. Should I be scared? Should you be scared? I mean, I feel like that's up to you, buddy. Do it. You won't. Argue. I dare you.
Don't make me do it. I'll do it. I'll do it right now. Don't make me.
I hope I didn't blow anyone's ears off there. I'm intimidated. Ah, yes. There you go. Somebody's intimidated. It means I did my job. Okay, but join a voice chat after, please. What? Excuse me? I want to go to bed, buddy. Okay. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. And yeah. That's about it. No. Oh yeah, you're not giving me an option here. But Jamu Firecat. Oh, put Jamu Firecat on timeout. Well, maybe I should actually. Who knows? Like maybe. I wonder if you'll notice if I say it out loud that I'm gonna put him on timeout. He's like, no, please, man. Gasp. Oh my gosh. I should actually start saying that. I should start saying gasp now. Take a loud sip with a voice changer. If that's what you guys want. I guess I have no choice. I'll even leave the reverb on.
Gasp. LOL. didn't go through. Man, that's unfortunate. But I still want to discuss server things. Oh, that won't be a problem. That's okay. I suppose I can join in afterwards then. Seems important.
Unfortunately, I can't take a loud enough gulp. I'm just gonna start gasping at people now. Gasp, gasp, gasp. I noticed. I'm also a third. Is that what you meant to say? There are already 2 YouTubers that rate setups, including Random Frank P and TechSource, but that is up to you if you want to do it. Yeah, I mean, there are others that do it as well, like Harris Heller. I am a big fan of his channel. So, like, I am familiar with that type of content, and it does look like a lot of fun. Gasp instead of LOL. Ooga booga. You know that that I feel like you're making a Diesel Patches reference. I will say that I do like Diesel Patches. Like, that's more so where my sense of humor lies. Hey everyone, type gasp in the chat. Wait, why are there only 4 people watching on YouTube? I guess the peak has already passed. Oh? Is that so? Maybe the numbers are fake. I mean, on Twitch it says that there are 8 people watching. So, hey. Yeah, I mean, like, that could have passed. It could have just also been the voice mods that I was using. There's I haven't watched Diesel Patches in months. Oh yeah. Well, I was watching him just recently, and yeah, like every time it gets me. It's great stuff there. Gasp, gasp. I'm gonna step on the gasp tonight. I thought it was a raid. What are you doing, Step Ladder? What is your all-time favorite mic under 150 bucks? That would have to be the Movo VSM7. That is around $100. Usually I see it for like a little bit more, like 120, 130, but that is an Xlr condenser microphone. Fantastic microphone. For just like around that price tag, it sounds incredible. Super crisp. What are you doing, Stepladder? Yeah, the voice mods were pretty appalling. I think that's fair. You might have been seeing the VSM5 for $100. Yes, I think you might be right. The VSM5 is the one that's $100. The VSM7 is just a little bit more though. I've never tested the VSM5, so I don't know how different it would be from the VSM7, but the VSM7 is pretty incredible, I'll say. Fantastic microphone. Like, for that price, I think I would easily go for that microphone over any other one. Well, I gotta go. See y'all. No worries. Have a wonderful night, Dizzy. YTT, thank you for jumping in. Bloody Fedora says, I had a simple dream today. Me searching for a boat in the beach. Also, the beach had purple trees. Ah, what a fun dream. Man, like, now that you mentioned the dream, I actually kind of remember that last night I did have, like, I woke up this morning remembering a dream that I had, but I don't remember exactly what happened in that dream. Not anymore. This morning I remembered it pretty clearly, and then like it just faded throughout the day, but it was surprisingly not a nightmare for once. It was actually a pretty decent dream. I actually would have asked you to review the VSM5 right now if I hadn't won the Siren Mini. Ah, I see. There's that. You remember a dream? Finally. I mean I remembered it briefly, but it very much faded into oblivion. I have the memory of a goldfish, so I never remember my dreams. I feel ya. My memory has certainly gotten progressively worse over time. I'm telling you all, I am indeed an old man. Like my back hurts all of the time. My voice is cracking. Dreams can only be remembered from the moment that you wake. After about 7 minutes, most of it dissipates from memory. Interesting. So, I guess that you can't really remember like very accurately whatever it was that you dreamt after 7 minutes. I mean, that sounds about right considering this morning. So, hey, if you're feeling like an old man, maybe start working out and eat healthy. But you know, I'm dealing with time management and things of the like. And plus, a Coca-Cola is healthy if you take one once a week. 7 minutes after waking up. Gotcha. If I donate $10, will you eat a lemon fully but no skin? I probably wouldn't mind that at all, actually. But you don't have to donate. It's okay. I think I'm slowly starting to rub off on you. You are starting to remember dreams. I mean, like, this is the first dream I've remembered in a long time. So let's see if that indeed continues. How old are you? I'm 23. My guy Francisco showing support out here. Ah, well, thank you, Mr. Romer 315. I very much appreciate that. Thank you for stopping by. You drink that daily. That is not true. Sometimes I drink Sprite or iced tea. I vary in my selection of drinks. I would eat the lemon for the donation. All right, so you can donate the $10 to me, and it looks like Abby will still eat the lemon. I'm just joking. That would be very much so stealing. Sprite is just as bad. I can't delete soda. Soda is fantastic. Soda is, I mean, I shouldn't say that it's my water because that's not true. It's not really my water. Abby wouldn't do it. Is that so? I think she would. I think she would do it. I mean, if I would do it, I think that she would, since I am a pretty picky eater. So I think that I think it's pretty safe to assume that if I would do it, pretty much anybody else would. What is something that you think you would only see in New York City? Very slow crowds, I would say. There are certain parts in New York where you're going to see a lot of people, but a lot of people would be walking pretty quickly. And there are also going to be a lot of parts of New York where people just for some reason, like, we're all bunched up because it's so many people, but then there are certain parts where it's just like people start walking very slowly. And sometimes you're just stuck behind them because there's like no way around them. I feel like that's pretty unique of New York. It's not like a positive comment necessarily, but there's that. Eat the lemon? Yes. Eat the lemon. As a person who works in fast food, I'm shocked I haven't died from all the soda I drink. Soda does have a lot of sugar. Like, way more than is recommended from any kind of drink. I mean, this can in particular has 39 grams of sugar, which is pretty obscene. So, like, I could only imagine, like, an actual cup, even if it's just medium or large. Yep, the lemon. Oh, and do you live in the city, or or whatever New York has other than the city. Few people know what New York is other than the city. So I would, I think I would split New York into three parts. Uh, though, like, that's just me, right? So you have New York City, like the five boroughs, and then there's Long Island, and then there's upstate New York, which is a massive part of New York. I mean, upstate New York is the rest of New York, and it's a lot bigger than New York City, than like the city portion itself. I do live in the city portion. Plus, I usually have the habit of writing it down. Oh, of like writing down what I dream. So I guess it helped stick the dream in my memory so it lasts for a long time. Okay. Yes, I know that you do that. Yeah, I would eat a lemon. Yeah, right. Like I feel like eating a lemon is a pretty simple challenge. Have you ever gone skiing? No, actually. I've never gone skiing. I would like to one day though. That sounds like a lot of fun. I've never been ice skating either, funnily enough. But now with that said, I think that it's time for us to wrap things up. So, thank you to all of you for jumping onto tonight's live stream. I very much appreciate having all of you join in. And I would also like to thank Restream.io for making this live stream possible. And, well, for giving me the license to be able to stream to both platforms at the same time. It has been a wonderful experience. This has probably been one of my favorite live streams of all time. So yeah, I would like to thank all of you for stopping in, and I very much appreciate that. Stayed through the whole stream. Yes, thank you. You have been here since the very start, and I do appreciate that. I hope that you enjoyed it. Goodbye, friend. Goodbye to you. Well, good night, I want to say, not goodbye. I know it's because of me that this is the best stream. I mean, you were certainly a pretty big contribution there, so thank you. But with that said, again, thanks to all of you for jumping on, and thanks to Restream for sponsoring this live stream. And if you haven't watched my video on Restream.io, I do recommend that you do, especially if you're interested in live streaming. But with that said, this has been Francisco from Tech Summit, and I wish you all a wonderful night. Have a good one, and until next time, bye-bye.